Greetings. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is Mansa Jamel here live with the mogul himself, Ronald and Cloud Token 2.0. Guys, this is exciting times right now. I hope everybody is excited about this event in Malaysia coming up here on October 5th. And I wanted to bring Ronald on to talk about some of the key benefits for you guys to get started right away so you can start, being ahead of the bull run in this cryptocurrency industry with the Cloud 2.0. So Ronald, tell these guys why it's important for them to get started and to go to Malaysia.
One of the things that we wanted to do was to help the leaders to actually bring on more people to join the event to celebrate with us. Because number one is during the first initial stage of Cloud, we did not really get off on the right foot. The direction of Cloud wasn't really ready. The foundation of it was a bit shaky. Plus, there were a lot of there are a lot of tigers in the mountain. Some wanted to go left, some wanted to go right. Because there were many intentions during then to ICO this project, but we stayed put to make it as real as we can, and we took control of the whole project now business. Okay. Long story short, in April, we actually took control of the company and the direction and the people to actually stay with us to do what we plan out to do. And one of the things is to really liberate the unbanked, the unbanked market. As we all know that the unbanked market is actually a very big piece of pie that everybody is going after.
Right.
And the basis of handling the unbanked is to provide wealth, economically sustainable wealth, so that everyone can actually jump into this and actually benefit. So yes or no, the pioneers in that's using Jarvis are actually all the guinea pigs that is actually enjoying the fruits of the labor now. I think we have changed a lot of people's lives using our unique trading pattern and strategy to actually change their financial the financials. So we're trying to bring this into the unbanked so that we can actually gain more of this. And of course, we are actually helping the governments to actually do what they could not do. And through the power of networkers, we are going to show the world that network marketing is not something which is taboo or something, but right. It's the fastest way to actually gain ground and to actually gain market share. This is the fastest way to do it. So we are actually trying to pull all this together to tell the world that, okay, we are a social economy that is powered by network marketers. Okay, all of us are network marketers, and we are doing so much good to the community, to the world. So please recognize us. Okay?
Absolutely. Network marketing is not a bad word, definitely. Can you talk a little bit about the algorithmic trading patent that we have that is not like other trading that's going on out there? What makes our platform powerful, Ronald?
Yeah, actually, I've mentioned it many times over, but for the new members, this is how we do it, okay? I think normally if you were to know a bit about stock trading, okay, you will know that it's very slow, which means that you can only trade 8 hours a day, 5 days a week and things like that, right? Plus, it's very simple because it's not transferable. Means you can only trade in that particular exchange. For example, if you trade in Hang Seng, then it's only Hang Seng. If you trade in Nasdaq, then it's only Nasdaq. You
Right.
can't take it from Nasdaq and move it to Dow or something, right? So it's actually quite limited and slow. Then if you were to have a bit of experience in Forex, then it comes out with the problem because it moves 24 hours a day. There's no sleep into it. There are only about 8 markets or 10 markets around, which you can actually move the trades around. But that is also considered small and fast. Some people might not be able to stomach it because it's actually 24 hours, right? And every movement is volatile, depending on news, depending on I will say the sentiment of the leaders of the country itself, right? Yeah, especially now with US and the Chinese trade wars going on. So let's put it this way, right? Crypto trading is a bit more different. Okay, unlike the other two. The mainstream cryptos, you can actually use it. Okay, so unlike the shares or stocks that you buy, then you can't actually use it. You can't take it out and use it. Okay, even for Forex, you can't just take out and say, "Oh, I have a lot of US dollars in the Forex market. I will take it out." Actually, it's not US dollars. It's just a piece of paper saying that how much of US dollars you have.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah, so in crypto, it's really different. You do really own the asset itself, and you can take out Ethereum and liquidate it anytime you want. So you're actually playing with real money. It's like a casino that is open 24 hours a day. But the chips itself, you can actually go to any other casinos in Vegas to actually play with, right? And the problem with this is every chip in the casino is worth differently. Okay, for example, if you're in, let's say, for example, give me one. Let's
Las
say,
Vegas.
Yeah, one of the big ones. Okay, let's say Bellagio. Your $100 chip is worth $100, but if you go to a smaller one, it might be worth 110, right?
Right.
So that's what we call arbitrage, right?
Right.
A lot of projects outside there, which are scammy, they use this arbitrage method to say that they actually earn a huge chunk of profit. But as we all know, okay, the word arbitrage means that if you have abundance of something on one end and you have something which is lacking on the other side, you move the one from the abundance to the one in the lacking and you make a profit out from it. But sooner or later, they will all become even. When they become even, there's no profit margin to make. So you have to keep looking for markets which is unstable. All right. But in this whole, of course, they can argue that there's over 1,000 or 2,000 exchanges in the world, but most of these exchanges actually they form a group by themselves and they control arbitrage trading, so that no arbitrageurs would actually steal from them, okay, or to make money from them.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So for us itself, what we do is, okay, we do quantitative trading based on a strategy called thru. Thru actually does this. It's actually a kind of arbitrage, but it's actually in exchange arbitrage. Okay, if you were to look at it, right, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, or Doge or USDT, all of this actually they have a relationship between each other. They are all closely linked to each other. The lack of BTC will increase the price of BTC, which will also bring up the price of all the other cryptos. Okay, that is a link. Now, is what we are looking at in the room is the momentum of all of this. Okay, either it's going up or going down, or how actually it's not just going up or going down, but it's the rate of it going up and the rate of it going down.
Right.
Okay? We can even make when it's going down. It's just that what is the rate of it? Just remember this. Our job is very simple. You give me 1 Ethereum, I'm supposed to make 1.3 Ethereum back for you.
Wow.
Right? So we will take the Ethereum itself, or take whatever asset that you pass to us. We will spin it into, we will actually match it against 16 different pairs, and to find out how we can actually gain from each of those pairs, and then move it around until the end of the day. We give you a 0.3% the earnings. So that is what, per day. It is not really something special. It's because if you were to do a research on AI quantitative trading bots, right, 1 to 2% a day is a norm. All right, we are only giving about 0.3 to 0.7 a day, okay, which is because we're new, we're not especially special in this way. The only thing that is different is we trade in pools instead of trading individually. If you have one Ethereum, if you take the one Ethereum to actually do a trade in the exchange, probably you wouldn't see much return. But if I take maybe a million people's one Ethereum, we have a million Ethereum or so, right?
Right.
And that itself is a sizable amount that we can actually move the market. So this is how one of part of the strategy that we're using to play to get the 0.3 to or 0.7% minimum a day for every member to enjoy the sustainable economic payout. So this is what our strategy and things are. So for the new members, this is a method. We need to make it sustainable so that everybody can actually enjoy the payout for the longest time possible. But saying this as well, we are also in luck because the crypto exchange market is also changing. Okay, as we all know and as we all heard, okay, the exchanges itself is very limited on the number of trades that all of these top exchanges are making a day. All right, if I'm not mistaken, it's about 6 billion or so, or something like that.
Per day.
Yeah, per day or so. But it's actually compared to the traditional market, it's so little. We're talking about trillions of dollars actually traded a day, right?
Right.
So the good thing about crypto exchanges are they are actually moving into the traditional medium whereby you have futures now, you have lending, you have options,
Right.
you have all of this now that is actually coming from the traditional market. So which means that we'll be attracting more traditional money to come into the crypto market now. Hopefully that will actually increase the market size, which is good. Whatever we have in 2017, if you look at it, it's actually very basic, okay? And in 2018, we have more of these new financial instruments all coming in. And 2019, we are seeing that more and more exchanges adopt this kind of financial instruments. And in 2020, things will actually boom when people start to learn. Because this is exactly the same thing like what we do in the stock market, but you don't have it in Forex. Now you have it Forex. And it's really crazy. So it's going to be real fun, right? And we are at the forefront of it. It's because we actually started quite early, you can say, to make that. But of course, like all crypto exchanges, there's always a risk to what we are doing. Trading in exchanges is not a sure win. Okay, of course, we have a strategy that is not being manipulated yet, so we can actually gain a small significant amount to actually change lives at the moment. Yeah, so of course we have other projects like Rogue to actually these are the more stable, simple investment portfolios or projects that the less affordable members can actually join into. So we're talking about $10 a time, a block, then you can actually fight for something which is like 100 times in return. So
Right.
yeah.
Right. And that's you're going to be able to earn commissions off of that as well, right? With the matching bonuses.
For Jarvis, yes, but for Rogue, we have not thought about that yet. We're trying to make it to be more simple instead of getting a matching bonus for that. I mean, we have a lot of ideas whereby instead of getting 100 times, you get about 50 times. Then the other 50x, right, is actually a matching bonus. But when it goes up this way, we will have a limited amount of supply. What we're trying to do now is to think about how we can actually get a small handful of people to actually earn maybe 100 times or 500 times what they put in, so that they will be really excited too. The cool thing about Rook is you never lose your base investment. You put in $10 for every day until the end of the 30 day, so you have about $300 in there, right? And you get a chance to actually win 500 times whatever you put in every day.
Woo! That's huge.
Yeah.
Lottery.
So, yeah. If you don't win, just take out the 300, then no harm, no foul. But with a bit of interest. Yeah.
Right. There you go. Okay. So tell a little bit about the cloud token. You know, the benefits of earning these cloud tokens every day for these new guys that's coming on board, because they're not going to be getting paid in Bitcoin or Litecoin or Ethereum, but they're going to be getting paid in Cloud 2.0. So
just think about it this way, right? When Bitcoin was first created, it has no price tag to it. So it's only about a barter system between how many Bitcoins, which you mine yourself through your own effort, and you exchange it with goods and services that is equivalent of the Bitcoin quantity, right? But Bitcoin wasn't lucky. It's because it was influenced by greed when it went to the exchange, and it was pegged with a certain price, and the price is being manipulated. So much so that the author or the creator itself actually left the project and never looked back. So for us itself in Cloud Token itself, we are doing the exact same thing, because there's no way you can actually buy CTOs. There's no way you can actually take CTOs to an exchange to trade. Okay, we do not condone that, and there's no way you can actually do it. So on our side itself, you must actually work hard to actually get the CTOs. And using the CTOs, we have a slew of the ecosystem of travel agencies, merchants, and so on and so forth, for you to actually utilize the CTOs in. At the current rate of 850K accounts, we are trying to hit about 1.5 million members or networkers to chase down 20 million merchants. And on the end of the third year, we are trying to get about 100 million customers on the cloud SIM part, okay, to actually fully utilize the ecosystem itself. Just imagine this, right? You have only 1.5 million networkers, and you have this 100 million customers that is going to the 20 million merchants to spend daily. And it is a more economically sustainable venture.
Wow.
So you basically just sit there, and when somebody actually goes to your favorite merchant, let's say your 7-Eleven around the corner, to actually buy a pack of ciggies or a can of Coke, you get a percentage from each of this. And and the merchant itself do not pay for this, okay? It's because you are spending crypto.
Wait a minute, the merchant
merchant don't pay. Yeah, the merchant don't pay for this.
The merchants are paying to be a part of the ecosystem normally.
Yeah, the merchant don't pay the MDR. It's because you look at what we are getting. The merchant is actually receiving crypto. Let's say, for example, it's receiving Ethereum or Bitcoin or whatever, right?
Okay.
And in OTCs itself, the buyer and the seller have to pay 1%, right? So the 1% itself goes to the merchant, and then the 0.5% that is getting from the seller itself is going to the networker and going to the company.
Wow.
So the merchant itself is
eager to do business with us at that point, because I'm sure they're going to get involved in the cryptocurrency space as well.
So the avenues of getting cryptos is a lot. Number one is we are actually trying to target migrant workers who's trying to do remittance back home. So imagine they remit instead of fiat, now they are remitting crypto, which has no foreign exchange loss. Okay, and when it hits the their family members at home, just bring to a Cloud Token cash point, and you sell your cryptos.
Wow. Wow. And in return, that will also help the price of Cloud Token rise in value as well with all these transactions, correct?
Yep.
Wow. That's amazing. So basically, we want these new guys to come to Malaysia so they can see all this live in person, meet you in person.
Yeah.
Meet the
So
host.
that is the reason why we actually said that any leader that actually got new members in from September 1st, okay, we're giving you tickets to bring these new members to come in. Of course, there are some things that is different from the current ticket. The free tickets outside there, okay, number one, you won't get any prepaid cards, you won't get any SIM cards and things like that unless you buy it on the spot itself, okay, but not for the
But that
prepaid
is
cards.
possible. You can't buy it on the spot.
You can only buy the SIMs, but not the prepaid, right? The prepaid is only for KYC users.
So you got to do that probably inside the app prior to the event.
Yeah, but you need to have CTOs to do it. So for new members, which you don't have, so you can't do it.
Right.
Right. But this is a very limited amount of tickets that is still left available. So better be hurry. It's up to the leader to actually submit the names up, and the CS will do the rest.
Nice. Wow, this is some powerful stuff, guys. I really want everybody to thank Ronald for tuning into this today. You know, we got the AI Global Legends team. It's really taking flight on the internet right now. We are all excited about the Cloud 2.0. We want to welcome all these new people to the table to really dig in to see what we have here and see that it's real, it's sustainable. We have a goal. And what's that goal, Ronald, about being the PayPal industry? I want them to hear you say it. Go ahead.
Okay, basically we're trying to bank the unbanked and become the largest wallet in the world that will be even bigger than PayPal and WeChat combined. You look at it this way, right? Mansa and Visa took 50 years to cover the world with their merchants, and 50 years to cover their network around the world. But those are only for the bankable, right?
Right.
And then you have the PayPal taking about 12 to 15 years to cover the bankable. They are about 125 billion in market cap. We started in May 12th. We covered 150 countries, 850,000 members, accounts in 3 months. 3 months. Right? So in the end of the third year, we want to capture about 100 million customers in about 180 countries with 1.5 million networkers with 20 million merchants. So it's a doable number because very simply, in Malaysia alone, there is 6 million registered migrant workers. Migrant workers, as you know, they work overseas and then they only spend on two things. The first thing they spend on is actually their phone calls, which Cloud SIM will give it free for them, right? And the second is remittance, which the Cloud Token the Cloud 2.0 wallet will help them save money on remittance itself. And because of network marketers actively signing up merchants everywhere in the world, so for them to actually the family members to actually be next to a merchant will be quite a lot simple. See, so let's look at the numbers. Okay, how do we achieve that 100 million? So Malaysia itself, you have 6 million migrant workers, let's say, registered. Non-registered is about 10 million. In Thailand itself, you have 4 million registered, unregistered probably another 4 million, so you have 8. Then you're talking about Vietnam itself, and you're talking about Singapore itself. So probably we add up altogether, we have about 20 million migrant workers around. And from this 20 million, each of them to tell 5 friends, it is not difficult, right? Because when you're getting a service for free, you'll definitely tell more than 5 guys, right?
Right, definitely.
Yeah, so
it's an incentive.
Yep. So that's why we believe that getting 100 million within 3 years is a very simple thing to do for us. And when we reach 100 million subscribers for Cloud SIM, not say 100 million, just 10 million alone, we are the largest MVNO in Southeast Asia. When we reach 100 million, we are one of the biggest in Asia.
Whoa.
300 million plus. We are 1/3 of Vodafone.
Oh my gosh. This is simply amazing, folks. This is
so if you plus we are zero VC invested. We own ourselves.
We are the shareholders. Wow.
Yep.
We don't need any venture capitalists, guys. That's what the VC.
So we are turning all of you guys to become VCs. Part of the company itself. And if we do really go IPO or whatever, right? All of you guys, suddenly everything will turn. All guys will become millionaires.
And that's what you want ultimately. You want to become financial free, you know? So man, I'm so excited. And hey, Ronald, I really appreciate you taking the time for this video and being able to, this right here is just a milestone that we're crossing. And this shows how you are with the people, how you're able to just get on the Zoom and really tell the truth, tell them what's going on. They feel your energy. I'm sure they love it. And I'm just so excited for the next phase, man. I'm gonna see you in Malaysia.
Yeah.
All right. All right, man. We're gonna go ahead and close this out. Is there any other last words you want to give these guys before we end it?
Just this. Okay. There have been a lot of rumors spreading around saying that we have this and we have that, but always stick to what you know is true. You've been with Cloud for so long, and Cloud has changed your lives. So, don't listen to what other people who has nothing to do with you, but just creating fun. Just look at your bank account. Who actually helped you through all these financial times, right?
Right.
And why do you want to shut it down?
Right. You heard what he just said. He said, look at your bank account. It's going to speak for itself.
Yeah.
Let all the rumors go ahead. They're going to bump their gums. They're going to hate. Let the haters hate. We're just going to congratulate.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay.
All right.
So, thanks, Jamel. So, I'll see you in KL. If you can come a bit earlier, you can actually have a tour of the office. And, you can show everyone.
All right.
Our new crib.
That's what's up. I appreciate it, Ronald. We'll talk soon. Ciao. Peace for now.
Bye. Bye-bye.